What are you doing?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Generation Viewpoint. I am Evan, and this is my dad, Freedom.
Hello, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. That was really weird, Ev. You went, and then you just froze. It was like, Were you trying to think of what to say? Or did you forget where we were or something?
I don't know. I just kind of got zoned out on the camera. Our audience is just so beautiful. I just couldn't take my eyes off of them.
Oh, yes. Look at that. Very good.
So, Dad, have you noticed my hair has been getting quite long?
I have noticed that it's getting a little bushy. Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think about me growing a man bun?
I guess first you'd have to define what a man bun is, because I got to be honest, I don't quite know exactly what a man bun is.
Okay, so you know those, for a girl, the bun?
The big thing of hair with the band around it in the back of their head.
Not a huge, donut type thing.
Okay.
But, it's the same concept.
Like a donut hole, not a Danish?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
So does it stand up? Does the ends stand up like this? It's a baby ponytail?
No. Okay. It goes up and then it flops back down. So it's just kind of like a nub.
Yeah.
Coming out the back of your head.
All right. So are you just asking this question for fun, or are you seriously consider having a nub on the back of your head? I'm just curious.
I want a man bun.
I really hope you're kidding. Please tell me you're joking.
I'm not joking. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to grow a full man bun.
Oh, my.
But I'm going to keep my hair growing. But what's your opinion on me growing a man bun?
I think I pretty much made it clear without saying too much. I don't think you should have a man bun. No.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's meat. See, things like this are very interesting for me. And I think it is for a lot of people when you get into stuff like this, because I don't know, is this me or is this a generation thing? You know what I mean?
Well, there have been people that have been like, you want a man bun?
Yeah.
But it's a very specific type of man bun.
So let me ask you this question. People in your age, in your generation, is a man bun an acceptable hair thing that has no connotation to mean anything or do anything? It's just a hairstyle? Or do a lot of people your age and stuff would still think that's really strange? Because I could just be out of touch. I guess that's why they're always different.
I don't know. It depends on the person, because I've had it both ways. Okay. People have been like, you know what kind of people wear those? Yeah. Have that hairstyle. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But you got to look it up.
Well, what I'm wondering is if we need to do a Facebook poll on if a man bun is an acceptable hairstyle for 18-year-old or not.
Well, I have some friends that have man buns.
You do?
Yeah. Okay. And it's like a style type thing.
Yeah.
Usually it goes with a nice bushy beard.
Uh-huh.
So.
Okay. All right.
What's your opinion on me growing a bushy beard?
I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. Yeah. Especially because so when it comes to dressing for success and things like that, it has been proven that having any kind of facial hair makes you suspicious more often than not to people.
We've talked about this before.
This, right. Yeah. We did a whole episode on it, I believe. So, but you're not going into, it always can help when you're getting started out, because anything that's in your way, you don't want it to be in your way.
Yeah.
Enough said. But that said, whatever, you want to go for it, go for it. Have a blast. If you're going to tell me that you're going to be like an insurance salesman or car salesman or something like that, where you're going to be trying to sell people every day, then I would tell you not to get it, because you need to be as relatable as you can.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going into more of a artistic kind of future.
Okay.
And in the artistic realm, you wear and have your own style, and it's acceptable.
Okay.
So I can make my own kind of, if you watch Project One Runway, and yes, we've watched Project One Runway.
I never have watched that show.
Yes, you have. We watched an entire marathon of it the one time because Mom left it on.
I I did not.
Yes, you did.
No.
But anyway, when you look at them, they have like weird styles.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that because they're in an artistic realm.
Yeah.
And they're creating their own stuff.
I understand. No, I'm totally down with it. I really am. I totally down with it. So I don't know.
Do you like Bryce's beard?
So for everybody out there, we're talking about Bryce, which is Evan's older brother, my number 2 son. He is 21 and in the production world, lives down in Atlanta. He was on one of our episodes right in the beginning. And he's got a big, full, bushy beard.
Huge.
That actually, it's like red in color, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know where that came from.
I don't know.
You know? You know what? I think it's fine. You know? I think I will... For the most part, I always tend to go for the clean-shaven look over the big bushy beard. But hey, you know, if you're going to have a bushy beard and it looks good, good for you.
Yeah.
You know, and it does. I think it looks pretty good for him.
I always make fun of him for it.
Well, it's so different, though.
Yeah. I call him a hobo and a sailor and stuff.
That's funny. I'm sure he loves that.
But it's more like brotherly, you know?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily don't like it.
I understand.
But his argument is always, well, this big bushy beard has a girlfriend.
Oh.
And I'm just like...
Smackdown.
Okay.
You can't argue much with that one, can you? I love it. So,
yeah.
Very good. Well, I got a question for you. So if you're going to grow a bushy beard, and that means people won't relate to you very well, and so you got to find something that you don't need to be around people in person. So let's say that means you hole up yourself into your house and you become an expert in video games. Right? Yeah. Because everybody's scared of you because you got a big bushy beard and you're untrustworthy. Let me ask you this question. Should playing video games be considered a sport?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know, because I feel like the definition of a sport is a physical activity.
Okay. All right.
And
it's not a challenge, man-to-man challenge?
No, video games is definitely...
What about chess? Is chess a sport?
No.
Really? Chess is not a sport?
It's a game.
Interesting. Now, see, I would go for that it's a sport because it's a challenge, person-to-person challenge. It's in form of a game, but so is basketball. Basketball is a game. You get points for getting a basketball into a hoop, but I consider it a sport. So the video game thing, I would tell you that the older generations would tell you there's no way that it's a sport. Like they're kids playing video games. Okay.
I have Webster's definition for sport.
Okay, what's it say?
An activity involving physical exertion and skill.
All right, so what would you say then when you're playing video games and you're really good and you're playing at a high level and you're like breaking a sweat because you're like going at it? And your adrenaline is pumping. With your thumbs. And your adrenaline is pumping. Listen, I'm just challenging the question, all right? To make sure that we're thinking this through.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think it should be considered a sport, but I'm not putting it down because video games take a lot of skill.
Yeah, they definitely do.
And I'm not saying, like, I love watching video game competitions because I think the people that can do those things are amazing.
Yeah. They really are talented. Yeah. How crazy is it once in a while you hear about these places, the parlors overseas, where they go in and they pay to play video games, and they'll be in there for like 3 days straight not eating, and sometimes they die because they're so involved in their video game they don't even know that. Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen that before.
No, it was a real problem in some of these countries over there where people weren't eating or sleeping because they'd get so wrapped up in the video game, they just keep going, and they would actually dehydrate and die in the chair in this place playing the video games.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. See?
That's crazy.
So, all right. So if that's not a sport, let's think about another sport. Let's think about baseball, basketball, wrestling, stuff like that kids play at a young age in the school, right? Those are real sports, right? Okay. So usually there's trophies. Do you think kids get too many trophies or not enough trophies?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think that anyone should get handouts to make them feel better.
So then what do you think about then when you see the younger kids who are playing the game and they don't keep score and everybody wins?
I don't like that.
Even at a young age when you're trying to get kids to enjoy the game and learn the game without the pressure of winning.
Yeah, because I think you need to learn to lose in order to win. You can quote that.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I was just going to say, you might want to tweet that.
To lose in order to win.
You should tweet that right now. Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I do. And so so what do you think they're trying to accomplish by not keeping score?
Making the kids feel good about themselves.
Okay. All right. So when is losing... what am I thinking? I'm thinking about that if you're young and you're losing and then you're feeling down about yourself, right? Mm-hmm. That's probably what they're trying to avoid, right? Is for the kids to be like, oh, I lost, I'm a loser kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But we need to have that in order to excel and be almost motivated to not lose.
Yeah. Because when I don't win, I'm motivated to work harder. Uh-huh. Then when I win, I'm like, all right, I won. Yeah. Now I can sit back and relax because I'm really good at this. Uh-huh. And then we would go into the next meet or match or game or whatever, and then we'd lose because we were got big-headed and whatever.
So when it comes to schoolwork, should they be giving out more failing grades and make it harder for you guys? Or are they making it graded so that you can feel the thrill of victory and success?
No. I think grades are perfect for where they are because I mean, not everyone necessarily needs high school grades.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm never going to use the Pythagorean theorem for the rest of my life.
Oh, really?
Unless I'm making a grocery list.
I know a teacher that you would want to talk to. Yeah. She will get... So years ago, I went to a parent-teacher conference with... Who was that even with? I don't even know. Your brother, I think, Mrs. right?
No, wait, what?
Was it for you or was it for your
for me.
For you?
Yeah.
So anyways, I go into parent... And it's algebra. And we're sitting there and the teacher's like, oh, he's doing da-da-da. I'm like, well, how is he getting along with others in class? She says, well, good. Yeah. But on this grade, this test, he did this. And I'm like, is he being respectful to you and listening to you as his teacher? And she's like, oh, yeah. But on this. And I'm like, yeah, I really don't care about the grades as much. I want to make sure that he's behaving well, respecting you, and being attentive to other people and not being rude. And I'm like, honestly, nobody ever uses algebra after high school anyways. And she turned bright red and almost lost a screw telling me how she uses algebra to go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
So good for her. Hey, I just used addition. So go figure. I don't know. I need 2 gallons of milk. That's 1 + 1.
I don't even use addition. I'm like, milk.
That's it, man. I love it. It's too funny, man.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a question. What kind of time we got going here, Ev? I don't even know how much time we've got.
We have a few minutes.
Excellent. Okay. So here's a question for you. So, and I don't know if we've talked about this before. We've talked about so much in episodes, but I was reminded of this the other day. I was enjoying some time with a good friend of mine who was at a kind of a decision-making process. He is still young, but not like young, like he's got bills and things to take care of, right? Mm-hmm. And he's at a crossroads where he has to decide, he has an opportunity to work someplace and make a lot of money, but by working there and making a lot of money, he doesn't always have a lot of time because it's a 6-day work schedule, right? Mm-hmm. Or he can work someplace else where he won't make as much money, he'll have more time on his hands, but with that, since he's making less, he's going to have to live really slim, and there might be an occasional, strain on, how am I going to afford this or that?
Yeah.
So I guess the question that I would have for you, because this is a thing that he and I were talking about, is what do you think you would do? If you have an opportunity to work someplace and work a lot and make a lot of money and save up and accomplish some things, or work less and have more free time but have and have some financial strain, which one do you think is the appropriate thing that you should do?
My first question is, do I have family?
Excellent question. For this conversation, we're going to say no.
Okay, then buckle down and work.
Buckle down and work.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, I would lean in favor of what you just said. So now, though, let's dig into this deeper because there's a lot of people out there right now that are listening to this and watching who work a lot. They might work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and they're buckling down and working, right? Okay. And then there's other people who maybe not. Maybe they've made a decision to make less to have more time, okay?
Yeah.
So where is the line drawn between buckling down and work and now you're a workaholic and you work all the time and it's a problem? Where is that?
I don't know.
Right? It's an interesting question, right?
Yeah.
Because somebody could say, let's say that you work 10 or 10-hour days, 6 days a week, right? One person will look at you and go, man, you're a workaholic. You got to slow down and enjoy some life. Like, it's not going to be here forever, right? And then somebody else would be like, hey, good for you, man. You're a champ. Like, you're working like a rock star.
Yeah.
You know? So where is the line between buckling down and doing what needs to be done and now you're a workaholic?
I don't know how to answer that.
Okay. Do you think it's more of an attitude than it is time spent?
What do you mean by that?
Well, here's an example. I would say that probably somebody who's a workaholic, when they're not in work, they have a hard time not focusing on work and focusing on the people that they're with. Like, they can't disengage from work no matter where they are, what they're doing, what's going on.
That is a workaholic.
Right. So isn't that more of a attitude and mindset than it is time spent?
I guess
Right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Because you could also have somebody who works 60 or 70 hours a week, but when they're home with their family, they're 100% focused on that, and they don't think about work or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't know. I think it's a fine line, and I don't think it's so easy. Now, obviously, you asked a great question there. Do you have a family or not? If you have a family, it changes everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because time invested with your spouse and your kids.
I would spend more time at home than working.
Right. I love it. Excellent. How much time we got?
We're done.
We're done. we're done. I love it. You're on top of things. So, very good. Well, that's another great episode here, man. I mean, we really covered some good stuff there.
Yeah.
This man bun thing. We're gonna have to put a poll out on the man bun. So make a note. Poll for man bun, and we got to find out what's acceptable and appropriate. So we're going to find out from you guys, because we know that you guys really have the answers. We just pretend to know stuff.
Yeah. we like read out a script, be like, oh yeah, this is right.
Yeah, no, we don't know. Anyways, in the meanwhile, everybody have a fantastic week. It's always a pleasure to be with you, and make sure you're stopping by the Facebook group and seeing what's going on in there and leaving some comments for us. We really love to hear what you guys have to say. A lot of you tell us in person when you see us, but you know what? Sometimes we don't see everybody, so put it on there, and we'll go after whatever comments you have there and whatever topics you want to hear. So, in the meanwhile, have a great week.
See ya. Remember, we're on iTunes and Stitcher, and as always, thanks for being awesome.